David, Jack, all the Harris Army, all the Fat Cap Army, how are we all doing? I'm a very happy man today, I'll tell you that much. Absolutely buzzing, really optimistic for the future. Like the catalyst has now just been set to reignite the future of this football club, and all thanks to an amazing achievement from our manager and our players and our fans as well. I would have to say that, and I'll get into all that in a minute. Um, I just wanted to give a bit of a lowdown on the whole thing, and if you don't mind, I've cheated a bit and I've made out a few notes and stuff as well, because a few times I've done some of these fan camps and I've always forgotten one or two points that I wanted to make, so please forgive me on that front. But just the anticipation leading up to the game, lads, I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit nervous, and I had a few messages over Mac from Dave, and Dave was supremely confident and saying, no man, we're getting it this time, we're absolutely getting it, and don't be worried. And I suppose, look, it's just the Spurs fan in me, for me it's never done till it's done. I just realised that this year I'm 40 years supporting Spurs. I started supporting Spurs in around 83, just after they won the FA Cup 2 years in a row. And I suppose since then, look, there's been lots of ups and downs, as we know, and many an occasion where, we have fallen at the last hurdle or some ridiculous results have happened. And, the phrase is the hope that kills you. Well, I've had that a lot over the last kind of, 40 years. So for me, though, I did have a feeling in my heart, to be honest with you, and my mind, that things were going to change. And I was actually quite confident coming in. But I'm never going to say it till it's done. But I have to say, on the day, the game wasn't televised on Sky here in Ireland, so I was delighted just to have a brilliant watch along with David, Jack, and Sean, and I had a load of other equipment at the same time, so I had the earphones in and working away, and just my heart was just jumping up and down, and I was literally jumping around the room every time you guys celebrated, and it was just a pleasure to celebrate, a great day with you lads, especially after the year that we've had, and all the brilliant content you lads have brought through a very tough kind of year and a half with the pandemic and all that. So it was a brilliant end to the season. And again, just to go through the match itself, it wasn't available here until 3 o'clock in the morning, so recorded it last night and watched it there, because I do like watching every single pass, every single tackle, and just went through it there just a while ago. And what a performance. The lads were brilliant. There was absolutely no such thing as any Spursiness with it. It was absolutely professional, confident, really, really good. And I think, lads, to be honest with you, I think Spursy is done. It's absolutely done, or has to be redefined into winning, into getting the job done, into resilience, perseverance, ambition. We can redefine Spursy into those kind of adjectives. The old Spursy is done, and Conte has got rid of it. Absolutely, just squash it. It is done and dusted. It's been banished. Done and dusted. And I think we have to go back as well. So if you look at, fair enough, the microcosm of the game, but on the macro scale, the reason that game happened and that we were so confident and sealed the deal so easily is because of changes, to be honest with you, that were made back in January. So getting the difficult players out, like Lo Celso, Ndombele and Dele Alli, and bringing in Bentancur and Kulu, and just look how they combined for the first goal. Could you have seen Lo Celso and Ndombele doing that? No, absolutely not. So again, those players, those kind of characters being brought into the club have made a huge difference. And to be honest with you, those key decisions made in January is why we're in top four now. And they were decisions that were made with a director of football and a manager working together on the same page. And they were allowed to, and to be honest with you, getting those players out was nearly more of an achievement than getting, the likes of Kulu and Bentancur in. Unbelievable business. And, probably cost money, but that investment in that way is why we're in top four now, and we're going to reap the rewards of this massively, guys. I have no doubt about it. This is going to kick us on for years to come. Honestly, this is a turning point. Watch this space, watch this space. I'm also really delighted for Sonny to get the golden boot. Fair enough, a tiny little bit of a twinge that Salah got the goal to share it with him. But I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't even worry about that. At the end of the day, he has a golden boot, and his name will rightly be recognised for getting the golden boot across the world. And I'm so happy for him to have that personal accolade. He deserves it. He's a brilliant role model for children. I know there's a whole story behind how we got to where he is, and again, all down to hard work and perseverance. And he had his day yesterday, and he was unbelievable. The quality of his goals are phenomenal. Again, I would just urge people to go back and look at the small details of his touches and his finishes. They're not easy, and it drives me mad that not more is made about the quality of his finishing. He should actually have highlight reels on Sky Sports about how good his finishing is. And he's totally underrated in the media, in my opinion. But maybe now, and I do hope that maybe when there's the writers' player of the year and maybe the players' player of the year, that maybe he won't be overlooked in that regard like he was for the fans' player of the year. That the likes of the players and the writers will actually see the quality that guy brings and the achievement that he has done for Spurs and helping us get into